I want to become better. I want to be better for my kids, for my legacy, for the life that I bring into this world. So I have to pour into me. I have to reinvent me. I have to start over. I have to claim my life back. I have to make better decisions. I have to put myself in rooms that I've never been in. I have to have the audacity. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Jati. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, but your girl has been reinventing herself, becoming a better version of herself, prioritizing herself. And as you can see, life's good, life's great. Tonight's topic is reinventing yourself. Like, how do you reinvent yourself? Why do you reinvent yourself? Isn't it important to reinvent yourself? How do you expect to go to the next level if you don't reinvent yourself? So, I do have a lot of notes on my iPad so I can stay on topic, and I don't want to just get off topic because I really want y'all to get this message, and I really want y'all to lock in, and I really want y'all to understand how important it is to evolve in this life. Your 20s is really all about reinventing yourself. In your 20s, you have to find your identity. You have to create who you are and just get into yourself and find yourself within your 20s. Like, I know a lot of people have kids early. I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might fail at something, but you gotta get up and dust yourself off and reinvent yourself and learn how to start over. Because I know personally for me, reinventing myself was, I'm not gonna say it was a hard task, but it was something that I really had to make a choice and make a decision to do, because you might go through something in life where you might fail at something and be like, man, it's over. Like, beat yourself up about it and just never move on. And I definitely feel like I've been a victim to that because I'm in my early 20s. So I really had to go through the process of realizing that reinventing yourself is important. Sometimes you have to start over. Sometimes the route and the path that you are on, sometimes you get redirected. And then it's like, you can't look at redirection as if it's a curse or if it's a bad thing or if it means that you're not good enough or if it means any of that. Redirection is just for you to take a different route to get to that same destination or a better destination. So don't let fear, don't let your environment deter you from jumping on that next path or still making it work through the failures, through the hardships, through the hard times, through the rough times, to the rich times, to the happy times. You still have to keep going on a certain path to get to that destination. See how I'm rambling? But no, okay, so first I'm going to start the video off with just explaining what reinventing yourself means. So by definition, reinventing yourself is the intentional process of changing how you think, live, and show up in the world so your life aligns with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. Reinventing yourself is the intentional process of changing how you think, live, show up in the world so that your life aligns with who you are becoming and not who you used to be. Okay? What is the saying that they say? You can't unlock new doors with old keys. You cannot unlock new doors with old keys. Like, you have to continue to evolve. Like, who wants to stay the same their whole entire life? Like, God did not put you here to just stay complacent and to just stay in one spot. He put you here to evolve, to elevate, to live out your purpose. Like, not to be comfortable. That's why you go through situations that make you uncomfortable, and it makes you ambitious. It makes you it makes you hungry. It makes you want more. That's why God puts you in those certain places where you have to sit back and think, okay, this is not who I want to be for the rest of my life. I want to become better. I want to be better for my kids, for my legacy, for the life that I bring into this world. So I have to pour into me. I have to reinvent me. I have to start over. I have to claim my life back. I have to make better decisions. I have to put myself in rooms that I've never been in. I have to have the audacity to want more. I have to try to get more. Like, that is the entire goal. That is the entire message of this video. I want y'all to understand. So, to reinvent yourself means to let go of old habits, to redefine your values and goals based on growth and self-awareness, making consistent changes in your mindset, routines, and choices, choosing yourself on purpose. That's the big one. Even when it feels uncomfortable. Like, I'm definitely one to, well, I would say previously, like, I'm always the one to put other people before myself, and to consider everybody else around me before I consider my well-being and what's a good decision for me. And I also definitely I'm still learning, but I definitely have an issue with, I have a hard time with saying no to people, because I be very considerate of other people's feelings. So I be quick to just pick up so many tasks for everybody else instead of like prioritizing myself and choosing myself on purpose. It's okay if somebody doesn't ask you, if somebody don't ask you to explain your yes, you don't have to explain your no. If you tell somebody no and they say, well, why you said no? Stop talking to them, because at the end of the day, put yourself first. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. Point blank, period. And if they don't understand that, bye. Okay. Reinventing yourself doesn't mean becoming someone fake or completely new. It just means returning to your truest, highest version with clarity, boundaries, confidence, and intention. Okay? This is going to be an intentional year for me. Okay? 2026, we're being intentional all year. Like, no going backsies, y'all. We have to be intentional moving forward, because like I said, your 20s is all about redefining yourself and becoming the highest version of yourself, and becoming a woman or a man with value, standards, principles, boundaries, confidence. All of that stuff ties into one another as to reinventing yourself. Okay? So I feel like when it comes to reinventing yourself, the first thing is to realize and to be honest with yourself and acknowledge where you are at that specific time or within your life. Not even just being hard on yourself, giving yourself grace at the same time, but also understanding, hey, okay, I've been in the same situation, I've been in the same environment for a while now, nothing has changed. That is the first key and the first step, the first tip to reinventing yourself, and realizing that you need change. You get what I'm saying? And realizing that you've outgrown the spaces that you're currently in. That is the first step in order to reinvent yourself. And don't be so hard on yourself. Like, it's okay. We all go through. We all fail. We all mess up. We all have to start over. We all have to pick up where we left off. Like, we all give up sometimes, but as long as you keep going, that's the most important thing. As long as you keep climbing, as long as you keep changing, as long as you keep elevating, that's the most important thing about living life. Your past does not define your future. If you went through something before, I don't care if you was at rock bottom. I don't care if you was at your worst 6 months ago. It doesn't matter. That doesn't define who you are 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 2 years, 5 years from now. You have to think long term when it comes to these instances, because it's like, okay, one day you have to be 40 years old. You don't want to be the same person that you are at 20 at 40. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. Like, I get it. If you're comfortable in your skin, kudos to you. But the goal is to elevate. The goal is to be a better you. The goal is to be the highest version of yourself. Like, I don't want to feel like I do at 20 at 40. I want to be in a different mind space, a different market. I be done reinventing myself 80 times before I got to 40 years old, because there's a certain type of lifestyle that I have to give myself, and that I'm destined to give myself, and I ain't going for nothing less. But anyway, the second step to reinventing yourself is deciding who you want to become. Like, you have to, like I just said, you have to have an image of where you want to be. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Write it down. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Write it down. What goals do you have? Long-term goals, short-term goals, your career paths. Where are you going in this direction? Like, God put you here for a purpose, and it is your job to live out that purpose. It is your job to figure out that purpose and to pursue that purpose. And that makes life worth living, right? When you're trying to obtain something, when you're trying to reach a goal, like, that makes life worth living, because it's like, okay, I got to get up today, and I know what I got to do. I got to get this done, and this is, you know what I'm saying? That should motivate you to want to wake up every day and to jump into something, to do something different, and to change your routine and your norm to become a better you. The Third step to reinventing yourself would be to change your mindset. Okay, you have something that's called a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. A lot of people have fixed mindsets where they are stagnant, where they are complacent, where they are happy where they're at, and what they have is enough. And then you have somebody with a growth mindset who continues to grow through whatever, continues to want more for themselves, is ambitious, is determined to live out their dreams. That's a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. In order to reinvent yourself and to evolve, you definitely want a growth mindset. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Okay? Point blank period. The fourth step to reinventing yourself would be to let go of what's holding you back. Okay. Sometimes you got to sit down and have a reflection talk with yourself and to pull yourself into an intervention and understand, okay, you know what I'm saying? This is distracting me. This is helping me. This is pulling me up. This is pulling me down. These people I don't need to hang around because every time I'm around them, I find myself doing something that I would not be doing if I was by myself. Something that does not add value to me. Something that is going to deteriorate my body, destroy my health, mentally, physically, financially, all of that. So you have to consider all of that and tell yourself, okay, from this point forward, I'm only doing what feeds me. I'm only doing what brings out the best in me. I'm only hanging around the people that helps me bring out the best version of myself and that align with my purpose and the direction that I'm going. That's very important. You have to drop habits that no longer serve you. Distance yourself from negative influences. Stop replaying old mistakes. Okay, and I definitely say significant others too as well. Like, if you're going to be in a relationship, you have to be in a relationship with somebody that wants to build with you and that aligns with your future or aligns with your desires and wants. Because if you're with somebody that's constantly taking, you give me, and they take it, how are you ever going to grow? How are you ever going to build for yourself? Like, how are you ever going to come out of that situation on top? If somebody is constantly pulling you down, emotionally, physically, financially, it doesn't make any sense. So you have to let go of what's holding you back. Fifth step to reinventing yourself would be to start small daily habits. Okay, good habits. Even if that's a change in your routine, even if you add something to your routine. And when it comes to reinventing yourself, it's not something that's going to change overnight. It's something that you have to build towards. It's something that you have to work towards every day. If that means just waking up and getting up 30 minutes earlier, if that means just waking up this day and deciding to make coffee or to make a full breakfast this morning so that way you're rejuvenated throughout your day to have a better day. Take that step. It's not going to change overnight. Your mindset isn't going to change overnight. The reinvention process isn't going to happen overnight. It takes time. So you building those small daily habits and building towards the goal of becoming a better version of yourself, I promise you, everything counts. Small, big, whatever it is, it counts. The sixth step to reinventing yourself would be to change your environment, which I already kind of spoke about, but you literally have to change your environment, okay? How do you expect to expand in a place where you don't fit? How do you expect to expand in a group of friends where you don't fit? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You're going to obviously outgrow the space, outgrow the environment. And at that point, that is where the reinvention process comes in. And one of the 6 things on the list that you need to do is to change your environment completely. Your surroundings shape your behavior. You have to clean your space, adjust your routines, and you have to take in and consume different things. I know it's super easy to just get on TikTok and just scroll and to just get caught up in the music and the dances and all this stuff, but you really have to be intentional about the things that you are consuming on social media. I'm not going to lie to you, because it definitely can have a negative impact on your mental health. As far as comparing yourself to other people and their success, that happens a lot using social media. So you just really have to be intentional with what you're consuming on a day-to-day, what you read, what you're paying attention to, what you let fill up your mind. Like, you really have to be intentional about that. The next tip to reinventing yourself would be to accept that growth is not linear. Okay, let me say that again. Growth is not linear. Just because you have a setback, that doesn't make you a failure. Just because things aren't going how you planned them out to go, that doesn't mean it's not meant for you. It just means that you have to try a different route. That just means that you're being redirected. Maybe there's something that you didn't see. Maybe there's a bigger picture that you have to follow. Setbacks don't mean failure. Progress includes rest and reflection. Okay, I am definitely victim to just doing things and just being successful at different things and just keep going and just keep bouncing around. This year, God really had to sit me down and be like, girl, do you see how much you've done in such short amount of time? Like, you are capable of so much more, but you really need to sit down and just reassess the situation and just be grateful for the things that you have been able to do. And I feel like that's what made this year really an important year for me. But yeah, you have to sit back. You have to just sit in your blessings sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you don't grow. That doesn't mean that you don't change. That doesn't mean that you don't want more. You just have to learn how to rest and reflect. And then another thing would be to keep going when results aren't immediate. Which I'm also, I mean, obviously that's why I'm making this video, because I can relate to a lot of these different things. But I do feel like sometimes in the past where the results weren't immediate, so it's kind of easy for you to just be like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna do something else, or I'm gonna give up on it, or it's not for me. But it's like, have you really tried? Have you really put in the work? Just because it's not happening overnight doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. So you have to keep going. You have to become proof that change is possible. Like, every day you wake up is a blessing, okay? Every day is a chance to start over again. Everybody is not blessed enough to wake up every day. Some people lose their lives. Some people's lives come to an end. If you're waking up every day, eyes open, legs work, arms work. If you're waking up and you have another chance to do better today than you did yesterday, why not make that choice and why not make that decision to do better than you did yesterday? It only makes sense. You don't need permission to change. In order to change, the only thing you need is your own decision. It don't matter what everybody else say around you. It don't matter how nobody feel about what you decide to do. It's your decision. Make the change. That's it. I feel like because I am in my 20s and there has been multiple times where I felt lost, or I felt like I didn't know where I was going, or I kind of felt stagnant, I could tell you right now, the best thing you can ever do if you are in any of those positions, if you feel like you're lost, or if you feel like you have no direction in your life, the best thing you can do is sit down, reflect, and reinvent yourself and just start over. Okay, try something new, try something different, get new hobbies, get new friends, go new places, try new experiences, open up your horizon. You have to expand. You can't just stay in one small box for your whole entire life. Like, life has to be worth living. Get up, go outside, travel. If you got to get on the bus, if you got to get on the train, go somewhere, see differently. Put yourself in a mindset where you can see different things and you have the audacity to dream big. Because if you don't, how are you going to have dreams if you don't dream big? How are you going to achieve your goals and your dreams if you don't dream big? Like, there has to be a blueprint. And don't forget to put God first and to allow God to come in and use you, and not only that, just to pull you in a direction where He wants you to go. That's very important as well. And yeah, I feel like life is what you make it, and happiness doesn't come with materialistic things. Happiness doesn't come with money or financials. Happiness has to be within you. And you know how you can make yourself happy? By choosing yourself, by prioritizing yourself, by reinventing yourself, by pouring all your energy into yourself. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be isolated from everybody else, because sometimes you really have to lock in with yourself to understand what you want, what you desire, what you like, where you like to go. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But this video is really super important to me that I filmed this video, because I feel like this year 2025, God has really been working on me internally, physically, financially, in every aspect of my life. And I definitely feel like I should share more and to be more vulnerable with you guys and letting you guys come along with me on the journey, so that way you guys are inspired by my story, which I feel like is my purpose. So I feel like you receive this video how I'm wanting to put it out there, and I hope that this video motivates you not only to reinvent yourself, but to just become a better version of yourself in the highest form that you could possibly become. And you have to grow, you have to evolve, you have to climb up the steps, you have to climb the ladder and just become a better version of yourself. More of the story. So make sure y'all are at home locking in. 2026 will be an amazing year for not only me, but for all of my subscribers and all of my family on this channel. And I'm ready. I'm so ready for what this year will entail for me and for you all. And I hope that my content helps people. I hope that you guys are consuming all this love and energy I'm giving from the screen. And I hope my videos really like motivate y'all to really lock in, to really dream, and to really chase y'all dreams, and to really do what you want to do, and to not ever in life limit yourself. Don't let nobody else around you try to tear you down and tell you what you can't do, okay? Because at the end of the day, you decide your own fate. And however much work you put into something is going to be the results that you get out of it. So aim big, strive big, do big things. Like, don't ever let nobody let you settle or sell yourself short. You are more than capable. Okay, we blowing past the potential. You have the potential, so work at it. You have to have the audacity to put yourself out there, to try, to work hard, to become a better version of yourself. And yes, I hope this video was super duper helpful, because I know what it would have meant to me to watch a video while I was experiencing these things and going through these things. But thank God that I was able to be strong enough to get myself through the times, the hard times and the struggle, and the times where I felt like, oh my gosh, like my life is just everywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I'm so lost. I'm 20 years old. I'm trying to figure this out by myself. Like, I wish I had somebody to give me some tips and give me some gems. So I really hope that this video is very helpful for y'all. And I will be dropping more gems, more videos. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms at Jatiana. That is Jatiauna. And make sure you interact with my posts. And if this video helped you in some way or some form, and you are planning to reinvent yourself, make sure you comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate y'all for watching, and I love you guys.